I finished the entire 5 hours. Lutang. When I got out of the Trident building, I was at the entrance. There's the stairs. I called my sister. Then I was like, oh my God, I finished the entire 5 hours and then hindi siya nag-off ng 85. So parang I was really like hopeless thereafter. However, I was confident on 1 to 85. It's just that maybe I had a lot of incorrect answers or I don't know what happened. But I was really like lutang that time. I really don't know what to do. I was planning to go to the mall to unwind, to relax myself. But that time, I went to the hotel directly and just gave myself a really good sleep.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to iPass Online Review and Mentoring Academy. My name is John, and I'll be your host for tonight. And with that, I would like to introduce to you our NGN passer, Sir Jimbo Ramirez, USRN.
Good evening.
Where are we currently located, Sir Jimbo?
I'm currently located here in Mindanao, Surigao del Sur. Tandag, Surigao del Sur.
And sir, we are very excited to hear wonderful stories here at Hope Talk. Could you share us your educational background and your working experiences?
I took my nursing education back in Cebu Southwestern University. Currently, it's SWOFIN. So I graduated last 2008. So I also took the board exam June of the same year. By 2009, January, can still remember that day, January 4, because my tatay asked me to go home and earn experience in a hospital. So back in 2009 of January up until now, I am working in one of the biggest hospital that we have here in Mindanao. So that's Adela Cerati Memorial Medical Center in the emergency room. I've been working in the emergency room for quite some time, 2009 up until now. So it's like 14 years. Though I was away for about 2 years or three rather, because I had options before that I actually took. I worked on a different. I tried working on a different field, but however, I worked back in the hospital.
So most of your working experiences are as a staff nurse.
Staff nurse in the emergency room, yes, sir.
Nice. Did you also process your documents under iPass?
Oh, yes, sir.
And may I ask, which board of nursing did you apply?
New York.
New York. And Sir Jimbo, may I ask, how long is the process for you to get your eligibility?
It was really quick. Yes, really, really quick. I applied November and then it was released like 2 weeks after. And then I submitted or applied for an ATT. And then it was released about December of second week. So sobrang bilis.
Sobrang bilis. Grabe no, 2 weeks after you have submitted all your documents, already receive your eligibility. And this is very rare.
Yes, sir. I wasn't really expecting that because I wasn't really planning on taking the NCLEX examination that soon. It's just that I already paid for an ATT. I just trusted iPass to do everything for me. And then I realized that on an email that I received from iPass, coming from iPass, it said on the email that I had to take the examination for 6 months, right? So I was thinking, hala, why is it so? I mean, the time is short. So I had to decide as to which month should I really take. So I decided to take it on back in April 18 of this year. So my time was really shortened and I really had to decide to pick which date should I take the NCLEX examination. So it was really maka pressure. Good.
Did you already study even before you receive your eligibility?
I did not. To actually tell you, two of my colleagues were actually had taken their NCLEX examination and they took the NCLEX 2023 and 2021. I happened to like become jealous of them passing the NCLEX examination. And then I was like, we're on the same batch of those staff nurses who started in that same institution in the Dela Cerati Memorial Medical Center. And it was like I was left behind because both of them already passed. And then it's somewhat, I was jealous that they were able to take the exam, they pass the examination. And then I was afraid that I might be left behind. So I decided to, why not take the NCLEX and then decide whatever course I will be taking thereafter. So I applied. I heard from my friends that were reviewing for iPass. So I contact iPass via Messenger, and then I paid the payments and everything. And then it happened really fast. Yun. Thereafter, I decided to, after having been jealous of my colleagues having to pass the NCLEX examination, I decided to take the examination. And then I never had any reviews before applying for NCLEX eligibility. So
So this is your first time, Sir Jimbo, taking the NCLEX.
yes, sir. It was my.
Wow.
I'm still having the tension, the happiness of passing the NCLEX examination because I was really not expecting to pass the exam. I, given the short period of time, the short course of the interview, because I actually applied for iPass review February 2nd week. So
Mm.
I informed your staff via Messenger that I will be taking the NCLEX examination by April 18. And then I never had any review centers yet. I actually was procrastinating everything because I was thinking that it will take on a later, the exam will be scheduled later on. But then when I noticed, like I said earlier, when I noticed on the email that it should be taken within 6 months, that's the time that I asked. Almost 2 months, almost 2 months. I was real procrastinating on for the review. Technically, my review actually took as much as 2 months and 2 weeks before the exam. So it was February 2nd week, and then March and April. So it's the time was really short for me to take the review there. So I didn't have any prior reviews before reviewing at iPass at the same time taking the examination for NCLEX there.
Thank you for sharing, Sir Jimbo. And within those 2.5 months of preparation in reviewing the NCLEX, how did
Mhm.
you structure your study schedule?
Like I said earlier, I also am working at the emergency room on a 12-hour shift. And it was really hard, but I have to make time for the review. I'm really glad that I actually don't have didn't have the chance to check on any other review centers. So I did not know what type of discussion, what actually they have on the other review centers. On iPass, I noticed that you have your recordings. To tell you honestly, I never joined any live. I was able to join one on a live lecture. It's just that I was so tired to complete the entire 4 hours of your live review discussion. So what suited me really well was the recordings. So after my duty on a 12-hour shift, I made sure that because on a 12-hour shift, we would have as much as 3 to 4 days off. So after my duties, as much as possible, I made sure to myself that I would have enough rest so that I will have full concentration, full endurance, strength when it comes to listening to the lectures that you'd have. What I did is I made sure that I am well rested. I made sure that I really had a really good night's sleep before that. And then when I woke up in the morning, up until the evening, I study everything. Hey, by the way, when it comes to studying, I really was glad that one of the lecturers, sorry, I cannot remember the name, but one of the lecturers introduced me with to a Pomodoro technique. That's actually one helpful tip that because beforehand I was really easy on becoming asleep. Parang inaantok yon.
Hmm.
So, what I did is parang Pomodoro technique na naging sobrang effective sa akin. So, super effective siya because what I did is parang 25-minute full focus on the lecture and then a 5-minute break. Actually, when I would have the 5-minute break, I have my snacks, urinate. At the same time, my nana actually have her garden. So I actually tend to flower the plants instead just to complete the five.
Nice.
Yun. So I really like the fact that I mean someone I don't know if it was Sir Lim, Ryan Lim, but I cannot completely remember. But I was really, really thankful that I was introduced to that kind of technique. Yon. So, nawala yung parang balis ako antukin when it comes to review. Maybe because of my age, I don't know. But
No.
kind of endurance way back in college or during my 20s. At the same time, during my review, recording, I only focus on the recording, focus on a 4 hour recording, Pomodoro technique. And then actually we have video recording that would subject matter that would have as much as 3 to 5 4 hour set of recording. Everything actually worked out for me because of that technique. So I'm really thankful na na-introduce siya sa akin.
And Sir Jibo, did you also utilize any question banks during the time that you're reviewing or accessing the recorded?
What I only focused on my first month during the review would be the subject matter. I actually did not listen to the recording for the question. However, April 1st, up until the examination, I enrolled for UWorld. So I also asked for one of your staff to let me enroll for UWorld. So I don't know if I don't think that I could suggest this to our reviewees to not listen to the recording. However, for maybe it's just with how I reviewed because I only have shortened time. So with the 2 months that I had, I only focused on the subject matter, and then the rest were actually on the Q banks in U World. I don't know, but that's what I did. But I actually not suggesting this to our reviewees rather, because surely it would be best if we could listen to the recordings for the Q-backs or question and answers part of the recording. Actually, by that time, sobrang na-anxious na din ako because na-anxious ako kasi that's the reason why I was not to tell you honestly, I was only able to review on 10 or 9 subject matters. And so I was able to review on the major subject matters like the neuro, the OB, was able to review on the respiratory, the cardiovascular, the rest because of the time constraint. I was not able to read on them or to listen on the review on those subject matters. I mean, like I said, you do not need to our reviewers, you do not need to do what I did. It's just that I actually lack time. What I actually did is to strategize everything that I would be able to cover major subjects and focus on the Q bags. That's what I did. Although it's not advisable, but it's what I did.
Thank you so much, Sir Jibo, for sharing that information. Yes, you are correct. Now, for those students, it's really advisable for us to at least study 5 to 6 months of preparation if you are working. For those who are not working, around 3 to 4 months. That's okay, Sir Jimbo. I mean, you had a great time management skills for this type of review. So it really depends on our timeline and our goals. And your goal is to take the exam on April. For such cases, probably you have other plans. That's why you chose that date. And that's okay. Hearing about the Pomodoro technique, for those students who don't know about this, it's actually on your Moodle account. Just a summary is that when you focus for 25 minutes, you monitor yourself for 25 minutes, then you take a break for 5 minutes. And this way, it will really help you to focus more running the recorded videos. So that's what Sir Jibo is talking about. You'll be able to see it on your Moodle account under new students, if I'm not mistaken, upon that Moodle account. And with regard to your practice questions, sir, do you find any or did you utilize any specific strategies for managing test anxiety for UWorld itself? Because I know you begin the UWorld around April 1st, and your examination is on April 18th. You are
Yes.
only given at least 17 days to do the practice questions. So, what was your strategy back then?
Actually, reading the questions first before going to the answers, because I believe that it would actually mask or will give you a different idea if you'd be because one of my friend advised me to go and ahead and read the answers first. But for me, it worked out with me reading the questions first and understanding, especially those at the end question where the questions are the statement on the question on the end part where there's question mark. That's really important. When reading the answer, the multiple choices, you just have to read what's really fits the answer for that last question. On at the same time, on answering your SATA, how I did is I just made sure that I answer what's really the relevant, what I am sure, and not answer those options on the questions for SATA that I am not sure. So I simply listened to one of the coaches or the lecturer's advice on how to attack or answer questions such as that. On my NGN, by the way, one of my strategy that it really helped me a lot on remembering questions for SATA or answering questions for SATA. When I listen to the recordings on the subject matter, I listen all the way. I did not actually take notes. And then since it's a recording, what I did is I have my Google, my GPT, my resources on my table. And then on the recording, if I actually do not understand certain situation or certain subject matter, I simply pause the recording and then I go ahead and Google everything, use my chat GPT until such time that I actually remember, understand what the case is, what the situation is. Say, doing the same thing with my UWorld Q bags. That's also what I actually did because it made me remember better on and understand better on certain topics or certain subject matters better to better understand and better remember things at the end of my topic, at the end of my recording on that specific subject. Again, I purposely do not take notes on the recordings. I do not write anything. I do have my pen and the paper on my table. However, I only use it for doodling. I don't know, but this works out for me. Doodle meaning I have this way I can still remember the word. I don't know if I have photographic memory, but I don't think it's photographic memory, but I find it easier to remember doodling on my paper. And then when I have ChatGPT, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I use it. I simply type in my question like signs and symptoms of specific disease or such a thing. All will actually appear on ChatGPT at the same time Google, but I use more ChatGPT. Yeah. Because it's easier and faster. It will give you direct answers. Although you do not need to trust everything, you still have to understand and make sure that with your current understanding and knowledge about certain topic, which to agree with ChatGPT or not. However, most of the answers are actually correct. When identifying or understanding certain subject matter. Thereafter, after I understand everything on the recording, after pausing everything, if something that wasn't clear to me, I move forward. And then at the end of the recording, I get my one whole sheet of bond paper. Usually it was my big note for drawing. I write a summary of what I actually had on that subject. Say, circulatory system, what's its anatomy, what are the problems or what are the different cases that is related to circulatory system. And then thereafter, what I understand about the signs and symptoms, the pathophysiology, what I understand about the medication that has to be given to the patient if this case has happened. What are other system that's affected with such system that I currently studied? So it's like summary of everything. It's me. I don't know. It was my strategy. It was my strategy kasi it worked for me. Because I don't know, maybe because of the anxiety that I had to take the examinations, I had on a short period of time that I had to I had to make sure that I understand on a single day of review everything instead of going back after I started the entire preparation for the NCLEX. So that's what I did. That's what I did. And then after review, I mean it's easy for me to remember everything. It's like me purposely doing twice reviewing twice. Number one is during the recording, and the second would be
Yeah.
during summary. So it's for me mas tatatak siya. So
Uh,
it was easy for me to answer SATA. I mean, mahirap lang SATA. However, I find it more easy with that kind of strategy that I used.
what you did is you have demonstrated yung comprehensive mastery of your nursing concept here in IPAS online review. You have somehow tackled no yung mga wide range of topics, and yet you have discovered, not sure whether you have discovered this all along or you've been doing this ever since, that after reading or after watching something you are summarizing it. For some, what they do is they explaining it to themselves in front of the mirror, probably to help them whether they are able to understand the disease process and the pathophysiology. And you
Speaking
have
of mirror,
demonstrate.
I still have it here. I also talk to myself in the mirror.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, that's one of the strategies that we are talking about. So it's not only about reading. Somehow you also try to explain to yourself whether you really understand the concept. And that's what you did, sir. And having these study habits as well will really help you to somehow lessen your anxiety and understand more of the concept mastery. Because if you have to really master the concept before you even do your practice questions. How was your score, Sir Jimbo, during the time that you were doing your U World? And if there are any low scores, how do you overcome?
During your world, I actually was able to answer only 85 item examination or exam because what I did is I answered the question at the same time because there's this option at UWorld wherein you'd be able to answer the question and then thereafter each question you would have your rationalization. Yes. So that's actually what I did. And it took me so much time during that examination on UWorld because I really had to, like I said earlier, after reading the question and answer and then rationalization at the bottom, I would, especially if I do not understand why they actually have that kind of answer, I simply Google it and then chat GPT simply to support what they have, why they actually have that kind of that answer. At the same time, I had to understand why they come up with such answer. So for 2 weeks, it would take me, I did not time myself during the U World exam. I did not. I really took my time to really understand each question, why such question was asked this way, and then why such question also has this answer. However, all those questions that are easy, I mean, we have on discussion, so I was able to get that. But those questions that are really tough, especially SATA. So that's also one way that I was able to answer SATA during my exam because of such strategy there.
And we also have the test taking strategies lecture here at IPAS. Were you able to access that, sir? And were you able to learn something?
I was able to listen to it about half of the discussion. I was not able to because I really focused on the concept.
That's all right, Sir Jimbo.
I would still
Well,
recommend to our reviewers to really listen to it because it will really help us all.
well, somehow when we do our practice questions, we have to really impart the test taking strategies technique that we learned it from the lecture themselves. So from this, you will arm with test taking strategies, techniques where usually you will approach each question methodically, something like that, and you carefully analyze by providing information before selecting your answer. Like your SATA, when you do your elimination round, you will learn that by answering the SATA, you have to answer each option with a yes or no, something like that. And although you do not time yourself now, you have somehow manage your time, and you made sure during those preparation of your practice question, you are ensuring po ample opportunity of time to somehow address every question while maintaining yung steady pace throughout your practice question. And this will really help you when you are doing your answer in the actual exam. And were you remain calm and focused during the actual exam, Sir Jimbo?
I actually stopped. I not really stopped, but after 85, I was really confident when taking the examination. And then it took me as much as 2 hours and 30 minutes, 85 questions. And then some of my co-examinees were actually their screens turned off. Mine, when I pressed the next, it still says 86. Yun.
Uh-huh.
So after 2 hours and 30 minutes that I was really confident when taking those numbers, when the next page was actually still opening, it took me the stress, the anxiety came in, and parang it wasn't myself anymore. Although I was able to finish up until 85, that's about 2 hours and 30 minutes. After answering the next question, actually I finished at, I mean, the last number that I had was 106. And then it took me as much as the entire time given to me. The entire time given.
Nice.
So that's 5 hours. So starting 86 up until 105, because of the stress, the anxiety that I was already thinking maybe I would fail, maybe I would really not make this. It had been taking me as much as maybe 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes more than the first up until the 85th number that I had. So if you would really ask me about the stress and anxiety, yes, I really, really did have during the examination. So it was really, I was off my mind. I was like, can I like leave the room already? Because I was I I was out of energy. I was like so weak that it was more than my capacity in taking the exam talaga. So yun, but I am still blessed to make it.
Of course, sir. I mean, it's really a challenge po, taking the NCLEX exam. I know it's not easy, but with ample of time of preparation, like what you did,
Yeah.
and you remain disciplined in your study review. See, now you became a USR. And
Yes.
sir, were there any moments during the exam where you felt particularly challenged without sharing kung ano yung lumabas sa examination?
Yes, yes, I actually was. There were questions that's on the questions 1 to 85. It was okay. Yes, challenge. There were questions that I was not able to say that did not that was not included on the review. Say because I would, like I said, I was not able to review all the concepts that you actually provided. I only studied those that are major. I consider major. So the integumentary, musculoskeletal, the eyes, ears, I was not able to include that on my review. I just relied on the basic knowledge that I have, the foundation that I have from way back in college. However, since the anxiety strike starting at number 85, everything was already challenging. All the questions were already challenging. I have been asking myself, what did I do wrong? What were the things that I missed that I was maybe those are topics or concepts that I was not able to study. So like I said, I should have given the ample time. I should have enrolled earlier. I should have those are the things that I actually I should have done before taking the examination. I was blessed that I was still able to pass.
Yes, sir. And somehow you will realize now, looking back, you will ask yourself, were there any areas where I wish I had devoted more time in studying, but yet you managed to pass the exam? It's because I think you have prepared so much of your concept mastery and it added up your nursing experiences as well.
Yes.
And were there any strategies did you use to stay focused and positive during your examination?
During the examination, I believe it's just simply following what I have been doing during the NU world. So
Mm.
staying focused is I simply looked at the screen and make sure that I have the correct answer. It's just it. However, on the remaining numbers that I actually have starting 85 to 106, I simply go back on the questions and made sure that because my mind was really the questions was I don't know, the questions were actually parang nadaanan ko siya during the review. However,
Mm.
because of anxiety that I become unfocused with the questions. So I simply go back and I actually prayed. I actually prayed and asked God, Lord, if you will give me give this to me, I will really be thanking you. I will go to church and thank you. You know. So prayer actually helped me to pass the exam. You know.
Thank you for sharing, Sir Jimbo. I actually the moment that you step in to the testing center, somehow you will know that not everything you know for this NCLEX exam. You have to accept the fact that you don't know everything. You just have to
True.
trust the knowledge that you have gained during this preparation period.
Yes, that's true.
And with regards to the time management, sir, I understand that you're working 12-hour shift. How many hours do you study during your working day? And I know on weekends is more, but may I ask for how many hours? From what time to
Ah,
what time?
because of what I said earlier, I'm on a 12-hour shift. So most likely when I get home, I would become really tired because of the work. It's emergency room, so I had to really move around. So I make sure that I become well rested. I do not open the computer yet. I do not review for anything, but instead I make sure that I will have a really good rest. And then when I wake up in the morning, I usually start with the review up until usually that's about 8 in the evening. So 8 a.m. 8 in the evening. Of course, I still follow the Pomodoro technique at the same time, a 1 hour lunch break. Yon, I still get to talk to my family and my partner. So if I would have a night shift, when I get home at 8 in the morning rather, since it's a night shift, I still prioritize rest. I prioritize rest and then wake up at maybe 4 p.m. That's the time that I would start my review. So when I would have a night shift, rest up until 4 p.m. or 5, depending, I would have dinner. And then by 6 p.m., I do not necessarily follow specific time as long as when I feel to myself that I actually have a really good rest, then I would go ahead and start because by then I would actually have the stamina, the endurance, the motivation to really start the review and then focus. When I would start my review by 6 p.m., I would end up but at around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So since I would have if I would have a shift, a night shift, usually that's like 3 days. So parang nababaliktad yung
Uh,
circadian yung body clock ko. So that's what I would do. Maybe because of the limited time that I would have, that I really have to tell myself that to really focus on the review, regardless of no matter how long the time is. But the Pomodoro technique really helped me out because maybe not everyone can continue or have a complete focus on a 12-hour or 10 hours review, but Pomodoro technique really helped me out when it comes to focusing and having the stamina, the endurance of really pursuing or completing the 10 to 12 hours of review on my day off.
Thank you for sharing, Sir Jimbo. The reason why I asked that is because a lot of our classmates or students here at IPAS, they are working and reviewing at the same time. So
Mm.
their struggle is having 12-hour shift, or some of them are working 24-hour shift. So at least from your advices, they'll be able to get some tips and strategies.
Rest is really one thing that you would need to consider because you won't be able to focus on your review if your body itself is not well rested.
Yes, and in a way, you really have to experiment. Like for example, in a week, are you able to study right away after your shift, or you can rest first, then you sleep, and then you wake up after a few hours, then you start studying. It's a matter of experimenting during the time that, I mean, during the start of your review. I know the adjustment period is really difficult, but yet you'll be able to find out the comfortable time that can review during the NCLEX preparation. And sir, somehow you managed to do some relaxation techniques. What are those techniques that is helpful for you to manage your stress?
Yes, like I said earlier, my nanay actually has her own little garden. That's how I
Ah,
actually Yes, I tend the flowers, I tend the gulay, the vegetables. She has eggplants, she has sile, chile, sile. That's actually what I do. Kahit basang-basa na, you flower the plant. So that's actually what I do. Just to divert the attention that I would have. At the same time, I invite my friend, my partner to go out. That's also what I did, what we did from way back when. Eat out. I mean, I gave myself the right amount of fun at the same time. So we actually had video okay in the midst of my review. You still have to give yourself a break. I gave myself a break from the stress of the review. We ate out. The plants, the vegetables, the garden.
Somehow you have used the Pomodoro technique for your relaxation techniques.
Actually, during my review, I used Pomodoro technique, but the 5 minute break, that's when I go to the garden and then flower the
Uh,
plant. Mean
that's very
five
smart move, sir.
Yeah, it's really something that because I mean, if you're actually listening to the lecture, the concept, your mind is like parang ang dami mong iniisip, ganun. However, when I get to flower the plant, it's like I'm focusing on the plant and then I do not have anything on my head in my mind to think of, but instead just simply hold the hose and then flower the plant. That's it. So it's relaxing to me. It really is. It was really relaxing to me. So it worked out really great for me. So I really hope that for others, they'd find something to at least give their minds, their brains break for a short period of time wherein wala talagang iniisip, but instead focus on one thing that they'd forget about the stress. Well, that's what I did, and it really worked out for me.
I'm really happy that it worked out for you, Sir Jimbo. And how did you feel po immediately after completing the NCLEX exam?
Well, like I said earlier, Sir John, I finished the entire 5 hours. Lutang. When I got out of the Trident building, I was at the entrance. There's the stairs. I called my sister. That was like, oh my God, I finished the entire 5 hours and then hindi siya nag-off ng 85. So parang I was really like hopeless thereafter. However, I was confident on 1 to 85. It's just that maybe I had a lot of incorrect answers or I don't know what happened. But I was really like lutang that time. I really don't know what to do. I was planning to go to the mall to unwind, to relax myself. But that time I went to the hotel directly and just gave myself a really good sleep. I know that it was really stressful, but like I said earlier, I just have to forgive myself is because for a short period of time, I don't know that's actually one thing that I would really not recommend to others. So make sure to complete the entire 6 months of your review so that it won't was that's what happened to me. Again, just complete your 6 months review so that you would have a better confidence when it comes to taking the examination.
Thank you, Sir Jimbo. And I know talaga different people, different experiences. And different people, different timeline on how we are preparing for this NCLEX. And Sir Jimbo, one last question po. What advice would you give to our IPA students preparing for the NCLEX based on your experience?
I would really recommend preparing before the examination as at least 6 months. At the same time, you may use Pomodoro technique. Having listened to what I said earlier, the watering the plant, or find yourself anything that you could actually forget about what has been stressing you, which is the review. At the same time, during the examination, just simply focus on the questions and then you may pray. Pray is really, really one thing that helped me out when it comes to completing the entire 5 hours of my exam. And then just let it parang embrace that you are actually you are going to take the examination, become a novice, na you have to learn, if there are things, I mean, open-minded, if there are things that, kasi I am 2008 ako nag-take ng examination ng college, nag-graduate at the same time board exam. So I had a very long time na wala akong basa, wala akong ganun. Parang embrace lahat ng the concept that were given, that were discussed to you, and then make sure to learn, understand from it. For those naman who are currently working, whenever we would have case in the emergency room that I find it medyo, I would have hard time in understanding the case, the situation, the disease itself, how this one actually is to be managed by the physician. I searched Google, I searched the internet. So it's like working at the same time reviewing. So use all the possible resources that you have to learn for the examination, the NCLEX exam. So don't also forget your loved ones. It's really good. It's really good that you would have your outlet, especially if you become real stressed. Your partner, your friends, your family. Find time to tell them. You can tell them that you really are stressed this time. What can they do? What can they suggest? What they can... Actually, a simple eating out with family would actually relieve you from stress. It's hard. It's hard to focus yourself, especially kung nasanay ka na ganito lang yung ano mo. However, if you would have good outlet, ask your friend, your partner. If you would have good people surrounding you who will support you, you will really can overcome odds that are parang really, that seemed insurmountable talaga. So, finally, pray. It will always help you out to pray. I mean, andyan siya. Andyan siya. You just have to trust him. Trust in your time. Iba-iba tayo ng timeline, but he will always be there to help you out, help us out, support us out, lead us in the correct path or correct way there.
Thank you, Sir Jimbo, for sharing advices, tips, and strategies for preparing this NCLEX preparation. So with that, we would like to present to you your IPAS certificate. This certificate is proudly presented to Jimbo S. Ramirez for successfully passing the NCLEX RN examination. This serves as a proof that the successful candidate indicated in this certificate is a safe nurse based on the USA Standards of Nursing Practice, signed by Sir J. Padong and Sir Mark Zaspa. Congratulations, Sir Jimbo.
Thank you.
One last thing, Sir Jimbo.
Sir
How
John.
did the entire IPAS team help you in achieving your American dream?
Sobrang thankful ako. I mean, sobrang the transaction, the processing was really fast. At the same time, I like how you actually do the recording, really helped me out. At the same time, sobrang mabilis ma-understand ang the way how our lecturer deliver their concepts. And I find it really, really fun then to listen. Sobrang helpful. Helpful talaga. To my coach, by the way, Sir Fern Angelo, yun. Thank you so much for believing in me. He was really, really there. He was always there for me, boosting my morale during the assignment. Thank you, Sir Fern Marinho. Yun.
Thank you, Sir Jimbo, for trusting the entire IPAS team in with regards to your journey to NCLEX. And we are really happy with your achievement in conquering the NCLEX.
IPAS processing made easy for you.